Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Reina, and today I'm going to share with you guys a little bit regarding my real estate journey and what I'm doing so far. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, I did pass my real estate exam last May. So we are in June. We're June 21st today, and as of now I have joined a brokerage, and I wanted to share with you guys my experience and my process of elimination, who I interviewed with, and how I ultimately came to making the decision that I did. I hope that this helps you guys, and like I said, I'm going to be sharing a little bit regarding my journey more than anything, so I can come back later and look, and if it helps you guys in any way, shape, or form, that's awesome. And hopefully you can take some of the information that I'm learning along the way and apply it to yourself if real estate is something that you are interested in. If not, then drop a comment if you're interested in learning anything about education. I was a middle school teacher and high school teacher for Spanish, and then also I was a massage therapist. I still currently am a massage therapist. I've been one for 11 years. So hopefully you'll find some of my content interesting and something that you can enjoy, learn about a different field perhaps, or maybe just come and watch my journey and follow along. So to go ahead and get started with this video, I'm going to tell you guys that as I was interviewing and in the very beginning, when I was looking into getting into real estate, I only considered big brokerages. To be honest, I was not really interested in joining small local brokerages where it was just like one or two guys or ladies, or it doesn't matter. But I wanted to join big names because I feel that with that comes a lot of weight, like a lot of I guess like it's strong to represent yourself and say, hey, I work for this company, especially when you're starting as a new agent with no experience in this field. People tend to gravitate towards names that they can trust, that they can recognize, and that is something that was important to me, because I felt that would help give me a little bit, get one foot more in the door in regards to when I represent myself to others, and they can recognize the name, whether they can or cannot know anything about me yet, or they don't know me yet, but they definitely know the name, they know the brand is something they can trust. So as I was researching, way before I even passed the test and while I was in school, I only came across 4 brokerages that really caught my eye. And the 4 of them were EXP, Keller Williams, Century 21 or 21st, and then Coldwell Banker. So I'm going to talk about each one and why I ended up choosing what I did. So the first one that was the most important, most exciting to me actually, was EXP. As I was going through real estate school, I was researching about brokerages, trying to get prepared for this new moment, this new journey, and I came across EXP, and I researched it, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. It seemed to be the kind of brokerage that really gave a lot of the agents flexibility and all the power for them to really just brand themselves and do whatever they wanted to, take this business in whatever way, shape, or form that they would have, they like it, and plus the awesome splits. But ultimately, I did not even interview with them, because as I got closer to finishing the goal, I realized that I need a little bit more structure. Although they do, from what I hear, I can't say this personally, but from what I hear and research, is that they offer amazing online trainings and all that good stuff. I kind of realized for myself, having worked my whole life in a actual building where I have to go and show up and clock in, I needed to be in a little bit more I guess a stable environment. Not that it's unstable, but I needed to show up someone to hold myself accountable. I need a building to go into. So I knew that wasn't going to be a good choice for me, at least not in the beginning of my real estate career. Who knows, things can always change, maybe one day, but as of now, I am happy with the choice that I made. So for now, I have no plans of moving, and hopefully I won't change my mind, and I'll stay where I am, because I feel that it is also good in regards to when you're setting yourself up as a new agent, that you stick around to your brokerage. Of course, if they treat you well, but then people start to see, hey, she's been here, she's, and they start to know you a little bit more and trust you a little bit more. The next one was Century 21. 21st. I can't, somebody tell me in the comments which ways you're supposed to say it. I interviewed with them and I still don't know how to, I'm so confused on that. So it was very impressive as I was learning about them. I was very impressed. And also one thing that was super important for me is diversity in my workplace. And they are the #1 brokerage in terms of having a Latina or Hispanic females. And so for me, that was very important because I want to, representation matters to me, and I wanted to be around people that I feel comfortable with. And the interview went so well, and I really was like, okay, this is the one I'm going to join. Although the split was not the best. It was something along the lines of like, for your first week of training, it was weird. Like they, you know, and everyone's different, but the splits were pretty terrible. It was like more than 40 for them, and then 60, like less than 60 for me. But what really threw me off is I was looking for a brokerage that was going to really take me in and train me, and they kind of told me, oh yeah, you know, you're considered a new agent for 1 week, and after that, and that's when you go through your training, and after that your split goes higher because you're no longer in training, you're an agent, like full on your own. And I thought, I don't think I'll be ready in a week. So I didn't think that was going to be a good fit for me, and I ended up having to say no. Although I did feel that many of the things that they offered, like if you go into the office, they give you leads, and there was no desk fees, and it was a pretty low monthly, you know, payment towards the brokerage. I had to say no, and that one was close to home and all that, but I just didn't feel that I was going to have enough support there. And not that I maybe couldn't have asked. Maybe had I joined, I could have asked along the way, but I feel that I needed to know a little bit more. Like I passed my test, but I feel that I still don't know enough because I don't have any background in real estate. I don't know all of the other things that I, you know, to feel comfortable and say like, hey, I can do this job 100% and give every client the best that I can give. So I had to say no. That was a difficult decision. The next brokerage that I was excited about was Coldwell Banker, because as I was researching, I found a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of information of people who said, you know, they were offered really good programs there in terms of training. And I wanted to check it out, and I wanted to learn about it. And plus, that brokerage was also closer to home for me. And again, convenience of not having to drive far and all of that good stuff. But then during that time when I set up my appointment with them, it didn't even work out. I had to like just not even, I didn't even have an appointment with them at the end. And the reason for that was that I ended up scheduling during my conference period while I was in school, because again, I was still a full-time teacher up until last month. And I remember that day we were so short-staffed. A lot of teachers that called in, and when that happens, we have to cover classrooms, you know, even during our break. So I knew from the beginning of the day that I was going to have to cover a classroom. So I tried to cancel my appointment and reschedule, and no one would answer. I left a message, I sent an email, and finally I got through to somebody who said that the lady who was supposed to be interviewing me anyways was on vacation. So it was just a mess. And even then I was still, they said, oh, you know, we'll contact you to try to reschedule. Never contacted me. And again, I never tried to contact them either. And the reason for that was, once I saw how unorganized it was to just leave a message to somebody and say, hey, I won't be able to make it to today's meeting, I wanted no part of that, especially because I am starting something new. I want to start off on the right foot. I want something that's organized and something that's very easy to follow, a good plan. And I didn't think that that was going to be something that the brokerage was going to be offering me, considering we couldn't even, I couldn't even cancel an appointment and reach the right person that I needed to reach in order to do this. And of course, not every location is like that. So everyone's different. So maybe, you know, all the other experiences that I did come across, they just seemed to have such a different experience, and they were all so positive. But for me, it just kind of seemed like a mess, and I didn't want to take that risk. So if you haven't already caught on, I ended up joining Keller Williams. And the reason that I joined Keller Williams was, again, since the beginning when I was researching, I kept reading and hearing about Keller Williams and their training and how extensive it is and how much they invest in an agent. And The split, again, it's not the best, especially for the first year, because they do charge you a percentage that basically covers your coaching, which I was very thrilled about because the coaching lasts a year, and I don't really mind having a bad split in the beginning, considering all of the training that I'm gonna get and that I have been getting. The coaching, I have nothing but good things to say about, considering I've been in the program technically since the day I joined the brokerage, which is May 17th, but I didn't actively start doing anything in regards to real estate until about June 3rd. And the reason for that is because when I had my original meeting with the coach and all of that stuff, I just told her, hey, I just joined a little bit early before June because I'm finishing up my teaching contract, and if I have time here and there, I'll be doing some of the training, you know, that's provided, just joining in classes or so. And during that time frame, I was only able to join one class, exactly one class. It was a contract class, because I was super crazy busy. The last couple weeks in school were so crazy busy, like they typically are. So despite my best efforts, I couldn't do anything. So it was until June 3rd that I actually joined, and I loved the plan that she has me on and the plan that I've been following. They give you like a 90-day success kind of like list of things that you should be doing on a day-to-day, week by week. She gives you a schedule, like here's your schedule for the next 9 weeks. They have training for absolutely everything, whether it's their in-house program, which is called Command, which is super useful, how to generate leads. They have Ignite that pretty much shows you everything in regards to real estate. I do definitely feel that it was a good choice for me, and that it's been a good choice. I'm really happy there, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. There is so much training, sometimes too much training, because I'm thinking I want to take all these classes and I want to learn so much, which I have the time to do right now, you know, because I don't have a lot of clients. So I want to just learn. But I also, in the back of my mind, am thinking I have to start lead generating, because if not, in a couple months, I still won't have any clients, but I'll know everything. So I am starting to lead generate a little bit and build my database. And what I've been doing so far is following the steps that she's given me, which within the schedule, she does tell you, like, this is the time you should be reaching out to your family. This is the time you should be reaching out to your friends. So there's things like that. So I've been following the steps, and I've reached out to everyone I know, and I'm finding new ways to lead generate and get clients. And I feel supported. I feel like I can send an email, I can send a text, I go to training, and there's incentives to going to training, and I really feel that it's been a good choice for me. And in case I hadn't mentioned it previously, I'm also working now, so I completely finished my contract, but with teaching, you still get paid summers because they split your salary for the months that you're not working. So I'm technically getting my pay that I'm owed. So I still am getting salary from September all the way till September will be my last paycheck. But in the meantime, because once that steady income stops, I'll need something to kind of be coming in. I need some cash flow coming in until I do start closing contracts. I started working again as a massage therapist for 2 days a week. So every Monday and Tuesday, I'm working in the afternoons to help supplement the income. And then every other day, like Monday through Friday, Saturday and Sunday, if I can, I'm working, doing something in regards to real estate, whether that is going and talking to my friends and family, whether that is helping somebody with an open house, filming videos here on YouTube, finding ways to just keep myself busy so that when all the income does stop, I have something coming along on the way. So that's what I've been doing, and hopefully you found some of this helpful. I know it is all over the place. I don't really do scripts because, again, I'm just kind of doing these videos to share my journey, and hopefully you find this useful and enjoy the content. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.